You know, I don't know what whittles away at my soul more. The fullness of the data dumps, all the information that already is out there, the information that we don't know, the people behind the scenes that are trying to be amateur sleuths, that are trying to find all this information, but the reality is that they're tying ends that aren't loose and loose ends that are tied already. And so you've got people running here, running there. You've got complete chaos. You don't have anything really meaningfully actionable. And so I'm not terribly sure that all this information, all this data, is actually doing for us what we had hoped it would do. You can't focus on any one of the big things that have come out of this because we've got entirely too many people thinking they found the nugget of gold. You've got too many things to make any one of them an impact. So strategically, as I'm looking around, I'm thinking to myself, everything devolves to an economic motive. And I'm also looking around and I'm saying to myself, what is going to kill us first, climate change or global warfare? And, you know, I can't stand Hillary. I frickin' hate the woman with the passion. I didn't even think about Donald Trump, sadly. Maybe I should. But I can tell you right now, there is enough demons in the world that are taking away all of our attention. We are focusing on 1,000 points of light instead of one clear direction. And I'm watching these people that already have it in their head. They already have the conspiracy built before the information's even out there regarding the Rothschilds. And so they're already spinning crap about, what about the BRICS, and what about the Russian this, and what about the this? I mean, they're coming up with 1,000 freaking ideas of what it could be. And so then the people that are actually really trying to like slow the roll and try and figure out really strategically what the fuck to do with this stuff, they're getting sidetracked because you got a million wannabes, million, you know, Encyclopedia Browns out there spreading shit everywhere. And it's not even the good shit. It's just shit everywhere. And so how do you focus the fullness of this revolution to get anything done? The establishment wins again, even with the massive data dump. I'm dead serious. This is the shit that really wrecks my day. And, you know, the amateur economists, the people that don't know dick about money, who are still living in a gold standard world, they're freaking flapping gums like freaking hyenas, wrecking any progress you can make, taking your eyes off the prize. And it's all so much shit out there. So much shit. So think about it. You think you found a nugget of gold. So-and-so thinks they found a nugget of gold. Your inbox blows up with 1,200 pieces of gold. And you can't do anything about any of them because you're so overwhelmed. You think that's an accident? You think all of us being completely inundated with shit is an accident? None of this stuff ends up being actionable. Remember, in most of my streams, I talk about actionable. We got too many people that want to freaking just say things because it's edgy. Ooh, it's edgy. I don't know, they piss me off so fucking bad. I'm not joking. It's like the edgy for the sake of being edgy crew. If you know what I'm talking about, then you understand my anger. Million people that should be reading and listening, asking questions, not spewing the next freaking rabbit trail for everybody to have to go in nowhere land. So nothing can be organized. No action can be organized. Because all you have is a bunch of people angry. Again, just angry. They don't even know where they're going with it. They're trying to tie ends together, and it makes it so that you can't do anything effectively. That's not by accident, folks. And that's got me freaking out of my mind. You know, I spent so much of my time trying to figure out how to debunk and declaw our entire monetary system and try and break strongholds that morons have held on to for dear life. And those morons have decided to hold on for dear life with their stupidness, the bad stuff. And they're spreading it like a plague, man. It's like, having some sort of horrible disease, coughing on your hands and wiping it on every door handle. That's what these people are doing with this stuff. And I get it. When I look at all the leaks, I'm like out of my mind too. And then I have to pause and I say, not all information is the most important piece of information. You've got to focus. You got to focus. We got 3 weeks left of this stupid election. We got to work like mad to try and unearth what we can to stop Hillary from winning this thing, by hook or by crook. That is my first and foremost, most important thing I'm doing. And the second thing is trying to make you all understand, while there's shiny objects going everywhere and Hillary's out there talking about we got to get nuclear weapons for China and Russia. Jimmy Dore segment, look it up, I'll post it here later. These are the things. These are the things that have me nuts. Not these little petty ankle biter things that somebody feels like they found a nugget of, they found a crack rock on their ground, but it was really just a chunk of soap. That's the worst, man. Jonesing for something and you find out it's just a piece of soap. Anyway, I have gone through this, and we have archives upon archives. All this information is out there, tons of it, so much of it. And what are you going to do with it for real? What are you going to do with it? Who are you going to take it to? You're going to take it to Ghostbusters? We need to be smart about this and really focus on the things that matter right now. We don't need a nuclear war. We don't want Hillary in office. We need to block any kind of austerity measures and any kind of NSA type things that would clamp us down with any kind of, militant oppression of the people. Anything that would bring on martial law, anything like that. These are the things that I worry about, because people run around with their craziness. It's like, here's some information right here, and they go from here to tie in every bad theory Alex Jones ever gave them and try and, put it in a basket instead of just focusing on the big stuff. Anyway, I had to get out of the office, kind of breathe a minute, just to accept the fact that we are going to shoot ourselves in the foot, running around chasing every tiny little shiny object there is. If you don't understand what I'm talking about, go ahead and watch. There's no rhyme or reason to it, man. People are just coming up with theory after theory after theory. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Well, I don't trust him either, and I don't trust him. Well, at the end of the day, what have you done? You haven't done anything. You just got a bunch of people running in circles with their hair on fire. Nothing actionable. Absolutely zero actionable. So, I know that we've got some people on the team that are combing through the leaks. I know we've got some people on the team talking strategy. I know that we've got some people that are really looking hard at data. And we're trying really, really hard not to just put shit out there, even if it may be true, because we don't need to be diverted 1,000 different directions. Unfortunately, the establishment wants us to be diverted. They want us to be completely and utterly useless and impotent to stop anything, because at the end of the day, there's just enough kooks out there saying kooky things that the real things don't even have any staying power. So when you see these kooks hair on fire, yeah, man, they're friggin' there. Just shut them out, man. These people, seriously, we need to freaking be smart about this, or we will be eliminated. There will be no more resistance. Obama's already talking about trying to bring truth to media. We're going to call that code word for suppressing the First Amendment. And then you have a bunch of other things that are going on that may or may not be tidbits that you want to just store in a vat, not try and finish the whole story. Just put that over there in the incomplete bucket. Things that are actionable right now: blocking Hillary Clinton, supporting Jill Stein, making sure that we at least let our voice be heard. That's what we have in the short term. The long term, you tell me, what do you think? I'm not willing to friggin' do something completely stupid based on a knee jerk. You ever been in a relationship with that person that gets a sniff of problems and they do some sort of knee jerk? Then you end up cleaning up their shit. You end up cleaning up their messes because they were reactionary. They weren't thinking. A whole lot of anger and rage, a whole lot of sound and fury, and not a whole lot of anything beyond that. I'm tired of being led by the nose by reactionary fools that don't know their ass from their elbow. I'm tired of being jerked to the left and jerked to the right and nothing able to be done. I'm tired of people thinking they found the key to fucking salvation when they actually don't have shit. I'm tired of being jerked around by the nose by people getting about 1/8 of the story and then telling it like it's the friggin' whole Bible. We have got to be smart, folks. We got to be coordinated, organized, and frickin' on fire with intelligence. Not just intelligence as in data, but intelligence as a frickin' genetic deal. Because we're letting far too many people who are not terribly intelligent, but are very, very loud, wreck it for us. If you don't know what I'm talking about, take a look at some of the groups. Look at some of the stuff that are being posted. In any event, I'm frustrated. I want to work with real revolutionaries that think, who know how to take a pause and think before they leap. Because it takes that next step. There's nothing pragmatic about what I'm saying. This is called strategery. In any event, I've done my walk. I got my vent out. I'm asking you guys, let's be smart in this thing, man. Let's be smart. Let's be brilliant. Let's have a blinding moment of brilliance that they can't deny from us because we didn't act like fools running around with our heads cut off. Let's act smart. You remember Sesame Street? Smart Cookies? The one guy goes, you gotta stop and think it through. Too many people trying to run people here, run people there. And I ain't having it anymore, folks. I'm not having it. Let's be smart. Steve with Real Progressives Out of Breath. Hoping I'll see you in DC on Sunday, ready to take on the establishment with a brains. Have a good one, guys.